welcome back. This is part 2 in the McLaren Yak or SU-26. Enjoy. Canopy goes, engine start. It's a very quiet little aircraft this, so don't be surprised if you don't hear any engine sound. Yeah, as you can tell, it's a tailwheel aircraft. So again, it's a very tricky plane to taxi. There you go, there's a bit of a view. There we are, just take a look outside. See all the trees and everything, see the runway. I'm going to keep it like this, so that you can actually see the other ones move when I do the display. And there's the control towers. So we're going to see the takeoff on the control tower, because it was a low and nice gentle one. I've had this aircraft since I've reset everything on my computer, so yeah. If you have any other Airbus aircraft, like a 300L, which I'm looking for and I can't find, please put your comment below and I'll try and have a look at it, see if it works. Some of them work for 2004 and FSX, so yeah, 2004 FS and the Deluxe. That's what I'm finding out. Okay, on the runway, just holding the engine up a bit there, a bit of a test, making sure everything's good. You should hear the engine start. Speed it up now. I don't start takeoff, I'll just do a little bit of an engine check. There we are. Now this display you're going to see a lot of smoke, so yeah. I try to make this display very creative indeed. There we go. Yeah, got the engine. And there goes the engine sound, so you can actually now hear the aircraft because it's getting closer. It's a very quiet aircraft. Can you tell now by saying it's very quiet? There goes the smoke. Zoom out a bit so you can see the actual smoke. There's the smoke from the aircraft. McLaren. I'm not even sure if McLaren actually has an aircraft like this, or even has an airplane. This is Jason Button, but I'm not sure if he's got a pilot's license or what. I've just seen two of them. The other one's Ferrari, which have got Alonso on it, but I'm not sure if they've got any pilot's license or anything. I just thought it looked nice because the textures. There we go. There's some. There we go. Turning back down to the display line. Very energetic display here. About to start. We'll just take that away. Smoke on. Here we go. Runs a great display. Low level. You think I'm crazy, but some pilots like flying low level. I love it. You get more out of the aircraft. Smoke on. Low level pass. go. Let's see the first maneuver from the cockpit. It's up, and a loop. How surprising is that? You can see the smoke trails, and he rolls out. This is where the display actually does start to get energetic, so stay tuned for other views. It's very hard to do displays like this, as you would imagine. I did several star turns, so this is like kind of the first one, or it's a loop. Normally when I do displays like this, I try and perform the best I can. So like here, I pull up, and this is something we do see often, where the plane pulls up right in front of us, where I'll do it a lot. I'm looking to start doing actual full shows without any interruptions. There's the tower view of the display. I'm going to stay in this area for a bit. There goes the smoke. And there we go. First roll. Second roll. And over the top into the first of many star turns. Rolling as we go. And then hitting the rudder. Hit the rudder, I say. I did do a two-ship with FS recorder, but I can't film that because it's too tricky, too dangerous. It would be great to see these two ships. Once I get this to the original version and get online, I'll probably ask the guys who are online to actually come and do some displays. If you do have acceleration and you can go on multiplayer, which I can't at the moment because I'm having technical difficulties, so that's why I'm getting the acceleration part to see if it works. Then come along, inbox me on YouTube, send me a message via Facebook, and I will get back to you soon as. Even on Friday, Wednesday live stream, which will be about 6, maybe 6 to about 8, so it's an hour. It will be my first live stream, so I don't really mind if not many people watching. But I'm going to mention in this group because they have their own server and it's free. It's called FSX Extreme or FS Stream. If you just type that in the Facebook banner, it should come up. There's some houses. There's the wings. And rolling. 4 point. 4 point's one of my favourite manoeuvres. And smoke off. Now you see several photos of me doing displays. It's due on Facebook. Doing several flights. I have all sorts of aircraft, helicopters, fighters, military, transport, passengers. I only use these for displays. I rarely do a passenger flight. This show I would do an escort mission, which is FS record a flight to somewhere like Barcelona and then play it back on myself and then fly alongside it and take some photos. The best way to do it is get a camera ship aircraft, an aircraft that you know will stay in formation or near enough that's not going to cause you too much problems. There's only 2 aircraft I use, which is the F-16 and the famous F-14 Tomcat, because they are slow at high altitude. There we go. First of many, and there goes the name, Jason Button, on the back. There we go, rolling back round. You can see this is very detailed model. I pretty much do one download every day because it adds to my favourite collection. I did at one point have a Soviet Union Tu-144, but it didn't work out very nice. Now you will notice the next one, which is the Apache helicopter. It does not have like the glass. It's a pretty unfinished model, but it's still flying because they're good for display demonstrations. You can tell using a bit of knowledge from other displays I've seen. And there we go, into the vertical and then hammerhead, which is really easy. You just have to know when to do it. One thing I would say, don't keep hitting your rudder. Once you know you're in a stall, then turn your rudder. But recover from the stall, you put your nose down full power. These aircraft are quite hard to recover from, but I use the throttle on my joystick to just make it a bit more easier. There we go. Right, let's take some footage from the cockpit. There we go. Knife edge. Really hard to do. There we go. Look at that. Look at that for change, eh? Can hear the engine. Very loud. At times can be very loud. There we go. Trying to just get that right angle. Really tricky maneuver there. You can tell I just nailed it. See the airspeed and the engines, or the dials. Try doing a knife edge all the way around, didn't work. There we go. Into the fall, and then straight down. Notice how quiet it actually is now, but when you're in the cockpit it's well loud. Now, as you can tell, I did this display through concentration. The best way I do my displays is listening to music. I can't mention any artists. But you know what type of music you like, then play it along when you're doing an air show or you're practicing your flying displays. And that's the end of that display. Now, I would say the best thing you can actually do, or the best thing would be useful, is to play a tune you know, or have a playlist ready, and then when you load up FSX and you know the aircraft you want to fly or you want to perform in, then go ahead and do it. You'll play the tune and listen to the beat, and you can get a good one out of it, or you can get a good piece of flying out of it. That's why all my displays are flown with music. There we go, level, coming in for a rather heavy landing. There we see the aircraft, but I'll zoom in anyway. There we go. Normally you knife it, but I chose not to. I chose to stay a bit high. Now you'll notice that the first one I'm coming in too fast. You can tell how tricky it was. I did this on the outside view, and you can tell I just flared it, or the aircraft had too much air and too much speed. Now I landed at the end of right at the end of the runway, as you can tell. I managed to just get it down before we ran out of room, because I have to really figure out the way to do it. And there we are, we're down. The next display is let's say a good display by an Apache. I tried doing a loop in it, but it didn't work. So you see a lot of look like manoeuvres. You also see a bit of low level flying in it. You see a lot of hovers and a lot of barrels. Enjoy this display. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, all these displays will come up to a certain number of minutes. So what I will then do, what I normally do is I film one, upload it to Facebook, and then delete that, put that on YouTube as well, and then delete them so that I've got more room to do another set of displays. There we are, inside taxiing home. So if you come to the live stream on Friday, and you can ask me all the questions because you may have watched all of my videos so far. I will be doing more tomorrow, and morning on Friday I will be doing one. Doing a few for my YouTube channel. My name is going to change. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow we're going to change it to a flight sim name. And that's it, display done. Thanks for watching, peeps.